Katie, a lot of what I guess maybe some of the smaller firms are always looking for is growth. It's more cases coming in, it's higher valued cases coming in, and that's obviously where we hope to come in sometimes and help from a marketing and a digital marketing perspective.
Yeah.
But when firms do achieve that growth, when they get the higher valued cases in, when the volume increases and they start to achieve that growth, unfortunately sometimes it can present a new set of challenges, and it is maybe the direction people want to head, and they want to grow the firm to whatever level makes them comfortable. But from your own experience in your current position and in old roles and just in your conversations, what are some of the challenges when a firm does achieve the growth they're desiring? What are some of the new challenges that present themselves?
Yeah, and I think it's a really interesting question, because I think most clients would think, great, I'm growing, there has to be all positives. And unfortunately, there are some challenges that come along with that, as you've said. I think one of them is the metamorphosis from a very personal office space, if it is office or certainly individuals, into what has to be more of an understanding of leadership, and that you can't possibly know everybody every single day. I think if you're sort of 4, 5, 6, even 10 people, it's really easy to connect with those on a very deep level and a very interested level. I think once you get past a certain number, and that will be different for everyone, it becomes more difficult. And I'm just reflecting back on my time as managing partner, and a very wise partner said to me, you won't be able to do what you currently do when you're just 10 people, when you're 50 or 100 people. Yeah. And I remember thinking, that can't be true. I may be able to do it. And of course he was right. Yeah. He was absolutely right, because what you can do when you have 10 people is, you can sit with them one-on-one like we're doing now and say, how was your weekend? How, all of that. Yeah. It's much more difficult to do that when you've 50 people or 100 people. And I think that is the challenge. It's trying not to lose that, but also understanding that as one person, as the managing partner, you can't possibly do that every single day of the week. So how do you do that? How do you create the connections without taking up so much of your time? You can't keep growing the business, which is obviously the aim of the game.
Absolutely, and like a huge part of that is probably prioritization and delegation. Like how those two concepts in your role as a managing partner of a firm that was growing really quickly, like how did you think about those two concepts with the team around you?
Yeah, it's really interesting, because I find the word delegation really difficult, and I think a lot of lawyers do as well, because there's something in delegation that means you're letting go. And I think our training as lawyers means that we want to make sure we're in control of everything. We need to know what's going on with the client because we need the answer for them. That's what they pay us for, frankly. So I think there's the delegation piece is really challenging. The way I really got around it, and I'm only thinking back in hindsight, I don't think this was what I was consciously doing at the time, was understanding what was needed. So having a really clear idea of what aim are we searching for, what do we want to get to, and then working out who the best people were to do each of the individual tasks that might make up that whole goal, if you like. So I didn't feel as if I was delegating something that I was responsible for to someone else, but I was saying, right, I need a team. I can't achieve this on my own. Who's the best person at doing the marketing? Who's the best person to go and talk to you guys to work out where they're missing a trick? Who's the best person at the finances? Who's got that really good head for numbers? Never was me, have to say. Who's got the people side of things? Who really connects with people? And that for me is one of the ways that leadership can really open up all sorts of possibilities. Understanding who you have on your team, who you might need on your team, and what their specific strengths are.
Great, thank you.